If your significant loved one passed away and you're feeling guilt about moving forward and falling in love with someone new, stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to share my real life experience with my grandmother at her funeral and how this really showed me that there is no jealousy in heaven. For the best advice on manifesting your soulmate, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell to get notified every single week when I upload a new video on Thursday. Hi everyone, I'm Diana Palm of DianaPalm.com, your love attraction specialist. And I have helped thousands of people increase their love vibration to manifest their highest potential soulmate. Now it's your turn. My grandmother outlived my grandfather for at least 10 years, where she was living alone and aging and being in the little house falling down with no one to help her up or even find her sometimes for days. Eventually, she was moved into a nursing home and found out that her entire house and all her belongings were sold. So she was 90 years old, devastated, alone, and really without any hope. When all of a sudden, this sweet gentleman came and rescued her from the nursing home. He came back to town and went to find her at church bingo, and she was missing. But he didn't stop there. He didn't give up his search for his dear friend. And he kept looking and calling and visiting all the possibilities, all the hospitals, all the nursing homes, until eventually he found my grandmother. He and my grandmother fell in love, and he built a ramp at his house so that he could marry her, wheel her right out of the nursing home and into his home. At 90 years old, they were so in love and acting like teenagers. They were so happy to have found each other and to found love again. Of course, they married, and my grandmother only lived till 92. But she did say before she passed that those last 2 years of her life were the happiest years of her life. So number one, I just want to tell you that no matter what age you are, it's not over till it's over. It is never too late for you to find love and for you to manifest your soulmate. Now, here's the second part of the story. As a medium, I see spirits. And when I attended my grandmother's funeral, I fully expected to see her there. During the eulogy, I was tuning in to the area around her coffin, listening, but letting my eyes kind of scan the room as I normally do when I see spirits. And what really surprised me is what happened next. I did not see my grandmother standing by the coffin. I actually felt a spirit hand upon my left shoulder. And the most surprising thing about this entire event was that it was not my grandmother's hand. It was my grandfather's hand, who had passed all those years earlier. He laid his hand upon my shoulder to comfort me and to let me know that he was there to get Grandma. Moments after I felt his hand on my shoulder, I felt my grandmother's hand join his. Now, if you don't know anything about spirits, we all carry a certain energy signature, and that's why when you're a medium, a sensitive, or an empath, you can actually feel someone's energy when they walk in the room and identify it by the way it feels. When you're touched by spirit, there's information conveyed that embodies the entire personality and energy of the individual when they were living. And this is how I knew immediately that it was my grandfather and then my grandmother. I was so happy to know that they were together again, and it was really quite amazing also to experience this firsthand in seeing that my grandfather was not jealous that my grandmother had fallen in love and remarried. He was so happy that she found somebody to love who was good to her, that loved her back. There's absolutely no jealousy in heaven. There's no reason to hold a space for somebody in your heart so that you can honor them and prove your love to them. The moment that they pass, they literally stay with you and work with you to help you find somebody new to love. This is one of the biggest takeaways as a medium, as a spiritual healer, and along with all of my personal experiences, I've seen this time and time again. So if you've lost that really special, significant person, your partner, your husband, your wife, someone that you really, really love, trust that they have stayed by your side to help you experience this love with somebody else. They don't want you to be alone and suffer and be lonely. They want you to be lit up and living to the fullest. And being in love is the best way to honor them. Give me a heart down below if you have lost a loved one and felt guided into finding your next soulmate relationship. I'd love to hear about it down below. Now you know that your loved ones in heaven are not jealous and that they actually are quite helpful in directing new soulmates onto your path. I now know that my grandfather helped this gentleman, my new grandpa, find my grandmother, marry her, rescue her from the nursing home, and have this beautiful, loving 2 years that they got to enjoy. I've written a guide to help you heal from a broken heart and move into a space of love with 3 easy steps in my free guide, Manifesting Your Soulmate. Download that down in the description below. And if you would like some help healing from your painful past so that you can create space in your heart and really attract in and manifest your soulmate, set up a private session with me at www.dianapalm.com. Be sure to check out my other videos on attracting love and manifesting your soulmate. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I can't wait to help you fall in love.